Yo, what is up, guys? Oscar here with a new video, and this is going to be discussing my preview to the Washington football team taking on the New England Patriots. Not the keys to victory or anything; it's just preseason, but just a little preview. Finally, preseason is here. My God, I can't. I'm so happy that sports is back. Football is starting up again. Preseason. Soccer is starting up again. I'm so excited that the sports that I cover is back officially. I had fun this summer. Just covering the Euros, training camp, and all that other stuff. I do also want to apologize for not posting the last few days of training camp. It's just I've been busy. I have a cousin who is right now staying over. So I'm busy trying to make sure that they're okay. Adjusting. But I'm back for this video. Just a preview of the Washington football team versus the New England Patriots. What to look out for tonight. I meant to do this video yesterday. It's just like I said, I've been a little busy trying to help out here around the house. So let's go ahead and let's talk about some stuff to look out for in today's game. What's the saying? Some internal competition and then some external competition. Not much for the external. The storyline here for the Washington versus the Patriots is that Cam Newton gets to see Ron Rivera for the first time since they both left the Panthers organization last year in 2020. So enough said there. Who knows how long Cam Newton will play, but we'll have to wait and see how that goes. Some other, some competitions to look out. We get to see Ryan Fitzpatrick and Taylor Heinicke play. Try to battle it out. Can Taylor Heinicke overtake Ryan Fitzpatrick in the preseason? Ryan Fitzpatrick right now is the undisputed starter just because he is, he's been the better quarterback in training camp. But Taylor Heinicke, I feel like he's better during, game time. And that's a quarterback that we need. We need a quarterback that's good in game time, not in practice, not, during the, training camp when the guys aren't supposed to hit you or anything, but, when the lights are on. So, let's see if Taylor Heinicke can pull an upset, see how far he goes with his playing time. What I'm hearing is that Steven Montez, just because Ron Rivera doesn't believe in, putting out the starters as much as possible in the preseason, maybe Steven Montez plays the whole entire second half. Who knows? Well, either way, Steven Montez isn't going to make this roster, in my opinion. Kyle Allen, even though he has not taken in a single snap or has gotten hurt, Steven Montez is not going to make this roster. He's been bad in training camp. Threw an interception 4 out of the last 6 final drives of training camp. So I honestly don't think he's going to make it here. Some running back competition as well. We don't want to forget about that. We get to see Antonio Gibson coming off the turf toe. We'll have to wait and see what happens with that. Maybe, I don't know if Ron Rivera is going to play him or not. But we also get to see a Lamar Miller, Peyton Barber, Jared Patterson. Try to battle it out for a roster spot. Right now, J.D. McKissick and Antonio Gibson are the locks, in my opinion, for starting running backs. So we're going to have to wait and see who makes. I think that Washington's only going to have 3 running backs on this roster. Maybe 4. Who knows? But I think, it is what it, we're going to have to wait and see. I'm excited to see these guys try to battle it out for a roster spot. Lamar Miller has had an impressive training camp. Jared Patterson as well. Peyton Barber has been quiet. He's had a quiet, he's had a few explosion plays here and there, but we're gonna have to wait and see what happens. Maybe he impresses enough. He is a Ron Rivera signing from last year, so we'll have to wait and see what happens there. Some wide receiver competition. Who's going to make that 5th and 6th wide receiver spot? Terry McLaurin, I don't think he's going to play, nor should he. He's already our lock number one. Curtis Samuel isn't going to play. He's, injured with a groin injury, so I don't expect him to play. So we're going to see a lot of De'Ami Brown, Antonio Gandy-Golden, Calvin Harmon, who else? Cam Sims, Steven Sims, all those guys. So the wide receivers position competition continues today. I'm excited to finally see it in action because I'm a blind guy. Don't put your puns, if you will. I've grown numb to blind puns. So if you want to be if you want to be cute, go ahead in my comment section. Go ahead and be cute. I can take what you dish out. So I don't see pictures. I can't see the video if there's no audio description. So with the narration going on, I get to see, who does what today in preseason with the wide receivers. Some tight ends. Logan Thomas is already locked down the number one tight end spot, so I'm not worried about that. But I get to see Ricky Seals-Jones, Simon Reyes trying to battle for a roster spot, and John Bates take one. And Tamarick Hemingway, that is one guy you Washington fans cannot sleep on. Tamarick Hemingway has, put himself in the conversation. He has pushed his way into the conversation, pushed his name in there, because he's had an impressive training camp, and I expect him to continue. So we get to see what Tamarick Hemingway does in the preseason today. And then, of course, the offensive line on the offensive side of the football, who's going to, fight for that, starting positions, what combinations will work out. I'm not even going to, mention the competitions because Ron Rivera likes to flex guys around. Samuel Cosme at right tackle or left tackle, Cornelius Lucas at left tackle, right tackle, Eric Flowers at left guard or right guard, what have you. So we get to see, who gets to make a name for themselves on that offensive line in this first game. I don't know who will be given the starting jobs. We'll have to wait and see what happens here. So enough said there about the offensive side of the football. Some defensive competition. Who's going to back up Montez Sweat and Chase Young? Who's gonna back up those guys? We got Shaka Toney, William Bradley King, Jamie Smith Williams, so on and so forth. So we get to see those guys. Jamie Smith Williams has had a solid camp. Shaka Toney, the last couple of practices has been, a bit nicked up. Casey Tuhill as well. So Casey Tuhill has had an impressive training camp. So we get to see who will, put their names in their conversation of backing up Chase Young and Montez Sweat. And these guys need to ball out in training camp because Ryan Kerrigan, we do not have that veteran presence anymore in Washington like we had last year with Ryan Kerrigan, backing up these guys. So hopefully, I'm hoping that these guys can pan out. We'll have to wait and see. Let me know what you guys think. So let me see. Linebackers. First action, and we get to see Jamin Davis, John Bostic, all that good stuff. So we get to see Jamin Davis, the rookie that Washington selected in the first round this year, play. I'm excited to see him in action as well. Let me see some cornerback. We get to see Kendall Fuller in the slot. Maybe Troy Apke, who has been a good cornerback in training camp. Can he continue to make his, case after, he was a horrible player last year? We get to see, Jimmy Moreland trying to continue to, build his stock at trying to stay on this roster. I honestly think I would not be surprised if Jimmy Moreland gets cut this year. We'll have to wait and see. The rookie Benjamin St-Juste, we get to see him in action. So there's some highlights that I'm looking forward to see in the cornerback part of the defense. And then the safeties, who are going to be the pairings. Landon Collins returns today as well. Landon Collins, who suffered a torn Achilles, and those Achilles injuries are no joke. They're no joke. I hear that some players take a year to a year and a half to get back onto the field, just about. And for Landon Collins to do it in about 7 to 8 months is actually impressive. So we'll get to see Landon Collins, his return to the field, how he looks, hitting guys. Maybe we get to see Bobby McCain. The different free safety matchups for Washington. Let's see who's going to be the strong safety and the free safety. Who are going to be the starting guys, and this is a stepping stone towards that. So, alrighty, guys, that'll do it for this preview. I will be back tomorrow. Real Madrid, like I mentioned, Real Madrid is also back with their regular season, so I'm excited. I'm excited to have Real Madrid, to be covering Real Madrid games that actually mean something. So, I'll be back with their preview tomorrow, and I'll also be back tomorrow to do my post-game analysis of the Washington football team's game, just because I will miss probably like the first hour or an hour and a half of the game, probably of the first half, because I actually have a meeting tonight, so I would need to catch up on certain highlights and other things. So let me know what you guys are looking forward to today in preseason game 1 against the New England Patriots. Write it down in the comments. Until then, guys, keep it real. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.